This video is about the Lenovo Yoga Slim 7 Pro. When I put a poll out a few weeks ago asking what review series you wanted me to do next, it was very clear that it is the Lenovo Yoga Slim 7 Pro that most of my viewers are interested in. And I really wish I could start this video by saying this is an unboxing of the Lenovo Yoga Slim 7 Pro, but that is not gonna happen. Because the Lenovo Yoga Slim 7 Pro seems to be the laptop that actually never gets released. I've been holding off of making this video for a long time because I really wished that I would be able to get this laptop in to start making a review series about it. But if you want to see a real review about it, you will have to head over to Just Josh, who managed to get one of those laptops in and make a proper review about it. I will put a link to his video in the description below so you can find this content. I will instead have to whine a bit about the availability of Lenovo laptops in 2020 and 2021 and AMD laptops in general, as well as talk about why I think this laptop is really interesting and was really interesting when it was released, and provide a few alternatives that you could look into if you, like me, have been waiting for this laptop for a very long time and start to get a little bit tired of this waiting time. The Lenovo Yoga Slim 7 Pro was announced already back in August of 2020, and then it was said to be released soon after that with a starting price of $799, which for the specification it holds sounds really amazing. Because this laptop doesn't come with the standard U-series processors from AMD, but the more powerful 45-watt chips, the H series. And they boost up to a 4900H CPU from AMD, which is something that is really not available in a lot of thin and light laptops. That gives it the potential to be really powerful in a very small form factor. It also comes with a pretty amazing screen setup with a Quad HD screen with 90 Hz refresh rate and a 16:10 aspect ratio. That's the kind of screen that is so far not available in any other laptop, and that is really one of the reasons why I think this could become a real big seller if it ever gets released. Even though it was announced in the end of August 2020, it is still not available to buy anywhere, and there is also no information about when and where you will be able to buy it. I have been Googling Lenovo Yoga Slim 7 Pro and checking in on Lenovo's landing pages pretty much every single day the last 3 months, in hope to find some new information about availability and maybe being able to purchase one of these guys. But every time it's the same, there is no updated info, and the only thing it says is that this is a machine that will be coming soon. It has been coming soon for a good 6 months now, and it's starting to be a little bit tiring to do that wait. Because of that, I wanted to provide a few alternatives that you could look into if you don't want to wait for the Lenovo Yoga Slim 7 Pro anymore. The first and the most obvious alternative, I would say, is the Huawei Matebook 14 that has a version that was released in the end of 2020 with the 4600H or the 4800H AMD CPUs. These are not as powerful as the 4900H, but they are a really good alternative, and the Matebook 14 also comes with a very interesting 3:2 aspect ratio touchscreen, together with a really nice keyboard and trackpad combo. I think this is a viable competitor, but there's one thing that disturbs me with it, and it's that it's got only one USB-C port, and this one will most of the time be occupied by your charge cable if you are using it plugged in, and therefore you are limited to other ports than USB-C. If the Matebook 14 had 2 USB-C ports, I think it would be a really nice alternative to the Yoga Slim 7 Pro. The next alternative that I think you might have seen coming is the Asus Zephyrus G14. This guy also comes with the powerful 45-watt chips from AMD, and you can spec it with one of the more powerful options from that CPU line. It also comes with a very powerful GPU, and you can get it with as much as an RTX 2060. And the 4900H CPU together with an RTX 2060 is a true powerhouse when it comes to performance, and this is something that has not been available in a 14-inch form factor until 2020. And this is also the kind of machine that will be beating the Lenovo Yoga Slim 7 Pro when it comes to performance. So if you just want an as high performing laptop as possible, you could definitely look at the Asus G14. Another laptop I think stands pretty strong in this 14-inch powerhouse game is the MSI Prestige 14. The new generation of Prestige 14 with the Intel Tiger Lake CPU together with a 1660 Ti GPU is also a real powerhouse. Unfortunately, both the Asus G14 and the MSI Prestige 14 come with a 16:9 aspect ratio, which is good if you want to game with it or if you want to watch movies on it, but less good if you are doing productivity tasks on the go. In general, AMD laptops really seem to have been scarce on availability during 2020. And now AMD is releasing their new lineup when a lot of the models that were released with AMD CPUs were not even available during the whole year of 2020. The Matebook 14 is unfortunately only sold in one place in Sweden right now, but the most powerful version with the 4800H is on back order until the beginning of 2022 already now. In the beginning of 2022, we will have new AMD series of CPUs, so then it won't really be that relevant. And I think this is a pretty big problem, something I definitely hope that AMD will be able to fix during 2021. There's been a bit too many occasions now where laptops with AMD CPUs have either been completely out of stock or even put off of the market. And it makes me a little bit worried that maybe Intel has a little bit of a part of the game here and maybe try to push the market in a direction where most manufacturers will continue to only use Intel in their high power machines. I will most likely keep looking out for the Lenovo Yoga Slim 7 Pro, but I will also do my best to try out a few of these alternatives and see what I think about them. Are there viable alternatives to the Lenovo Yoga Slim 7 Pro that you could choose and use comfortably for a few years to come? I hope to have some news on that front as soon as possible, and if you want those videos coming up, please subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out. I'm W2Best, I make in-depth gear reviews and tutorials, and I will see you in the next video. Have a really nice day. Bye bye!